In a frictionless world, the lag time between want and action is zero, i.e., maximum productivity. Still, there can be times when everything is laid out for you, but you do not take action. You have every document and information available when crafting your next memo, but nothing happens. You want to get it finished, but cannot master the necessary steps. Is it because you do not want it enough, or is there another explanation? Let's take another analogy, getting out of bed. You want to start the day fresh with maximum intention and plans. Simultaneously, another part of you immensely enjoys the blanket, pillows, and bed. This side of you wants to stay there as long as possible because it's so cozy. To make matters worse, another part of you is terrified of what will happen during the day and just want to hide. In the meantime, nothing happens and you become increasingly frustrated. Why can't I get up? To solve this dire but very common dilemma for all of us, I firmly believe we need to banish the loose concept and myth of willpower altogether. We instead must embrace the fact that we have multiple wants. All of these are competing for power and influence. Fortunately, 97% of the time, only two wants are competing, and these are the executive you and the intuitive you, also called the executive mind or executive self, and the intuitive mind, intuitive self. The executive mind is a high-level you, the rational you. You have everything planned out, are motivated by goals, aspirations, and dreams. Brain-wise, I refer to the frontal lobe, which is an area uniquely advanced for us humans that are responsible for these long-term actions. Then we have the intuitive mind. It is more automatic, spontaneous, impulsive, and emotional you. The intuitive mind is more primal and shared across almost all animals, being the ganglia of the brain. You have to respect the intuitive mind, since modern research shows it's mostly in control of you. In addition, the intuitive mind is also responsible for intuition, hence the name, and the gut feeling. So when it feels right, you know that the intuitive mind is at play. The two minds are often in sync, otherwise you won't get anything done. For instance, eat, sleep, stuff like that. But they're often when not. For instance, when you want to get out of bed, the executive you preaches for the advantages of doing it, while the intuitive you just want to lie down. Or when you have to finish important work, despite the intuitive you just want to watch another YouTube video. In other words, whenever you're stuck in indecision and action does not flow automatically, you have a conflict between your executive and intuitive self. Horrible feeling, as you know. So what does it mean for you? Just by accepting this fact, you're 85% to the solution. Recognizing both wants and negotiating between them in real time is the key to effortlessly moving forward. Why? Because there is a balance. Sometimes the best solution is to follow the executive mind, do what you said you wanted to do and stuff like that. Other times, and it might sound crazy to some of you, the intuitive mind is actually right. Sometimes you do have to enjoy yourself, take advantage of the latest opportunity, and adjust in real time. But the only way to figure out the exact right solution to the particular and idiosyncratic scenario is to listen to both of you, using internal free speech, as I call it. Decision-making is only possible when both of you feel equally respected. Otherwise, it leads to either inaction or internal resentment. This topic of executive and intuitive minds and integrating together is very large, way too large for one video and episode. And the next videos and episodes in this mini series we'll dive into more practical steps to integrate both the executive and intuitive view. Just remember that both of you are right sometimes, and the winning solution is always the best.